Blessings. Not Mather, as you've probably guessed. I'm frail. That's what they call me when they cast me out of my tribe. I took refuge here because I thought it best to hide in plain sight. Please, don't turn me in. I'll die out there in the wilderness. Nothing wrong, I swear. I take some offerings from the altar when no one's looking. But no much. Just enough so nobody notices. Sometimes people come seeking comfort, and some want to hear Mather's voice. I'm no Mather, but I can't turn a blind eye to a suffering soul. But you don't look like a Volker to me. I'm no wrong, am I? Perhaps you'll grant me the mercy I won't find among the tribes. I'm no harming anyone here, I swear. Tige. Such a poor, good boy. So misunderstood. He'd give his life for his wife. But I doubt she knows that because the poor lad can't get a word in edgeways. Oh, she's always complaining that she'd sacrifice herself to Mather for him. But between you and me, she was never fit to become a princess. Too eager and aggressive. And Tika, he's such an honest man, truly. He could have done better. What do you mean? Dead? What happened? Oh, I've been so worried about him. He's been gone for so long, but death... Oh, Tika. You gave him an honourable death, and that means you have honour. Your mother should be proud of you, even if she's not Dalraita. I thought I was helping him. He would come to me, talk about his problems with Helmi. I helped him the best I could. I comforted him, like a good mother should. Mather is our mother. I just wanted to help her out. Give that nice boy some hope. In honour of my own children, who now gaze upon Mather's face. My fate is now in your hands. I wouldn't be able to best you in a duel. What is your decision? I see. I don't have anything to live for anyways. Tika was my only joy. Gave my life meaning. It's time to join my children. May Mather watch over our souls.
So my Tega never lost his honor. He was deceived. At least now he can rest in peace. His name no longer stained by madness. Oh, if only I could get my hands on that blasphemous wretch! Tell me, who is she? Have you killed her? You're telling me some nameless wretch caused my husband's death? That she dared to call herself the voice of Meder? She defiled everything that mattered to me. If I had known, I wouldn't have asked you to kill her. Death is not enough for an insult like this. So now it's my fault? You're saying Tega's death is on me? I appreciate what you've done for him, but I won't stand here and be insulted in my own home. Get out before I lose my temper.
You came back to me. I knew you couldn't stay away. Go on, my sweet mortal. I'll be right here, thinking about you. The longer you stay near me, the harder it will be to leave. I promise you that. Oh, thank you so much, my sweet, sweet mortal. You worked so hard to get it. I saw everything from here, and I must confess, I couldn't look away. Your body is so strong, yet so elegant. I watched you, and my fingers ached to trace every line of you. It was all-consuming. Have you ever felt that way, my beautiful mortal? Like your whole body was burning, and only another's touch could quench the flame? Oh, but we are talking about it, sweet mortal. The kind of reward meant to be savored. By both of us. Believe me, no gold or gem could ever match what I'm offering. It's a gift. One that would linger with you for a lifetime. You have captivated me. I ache to explore every inch of you, to discover every place that makes you tremble, and beg for more. No mortal pleasure could ever compare to what I can give you. Would you really trade all that for a few cold coins? I see mortal greed knows no bounds, nor reason. But fine, whatever you wish. I hope your decision haunts your nights for the rest of your short, mortal life. Here, take the treasure box. I pried it from the arms of a human skeleton, buried deep at the bottom of the sea. I'm sure you'll end up
I sensed your approach, my king. I, Gurfan of the Gunvaldir tribe, salute you as my forefathers decreed. Ah, so you're still speaking with your own voice. Good. At least I won't have to bother with that formal drivel Camelot loves so much. Tell me, how does it work with the two of you? Does the king speak through you sometimes? Or is he just a passenger in your head? Will he ever come out and talk to me face to face? Or does he just sit there quietly, never getting involved? Either way, I've got a few things to say to him. Not exactly polite ones. Ah, so he won't be speaking. Still too weak, is he? Not surprising. Well, then give my regards to the old man. Tell him the Gunvaldir tribe stayed loyal to the old treaties right to the end. The same can't be said of the Camelocians. A pack of cowardly dogs without honor. I hope Arthur's squirming in your head, seeing what his beloved capital has been up to. Normal ones, honorable. He entrusted us with the forlorn swords and his crown, the one he used to command giants. We were sworn to guard them. In return, Camelot was supposed to leave us alone, now and forever. But the Camelocians didn't hold up their end of the deal. May their souls rot in the weirdness. Can you hear me, Arthur? The treaty is rubbish. I'm rallying the tribes, and we're marching on Camelot. Nothing can stop us anymore, except ourselves, damn it. Why? He's barely gotten his life back, and not even all of it. Does he have a death wish or something? There's a passage, sure, and if you're Arthur, it will open for you. Go ahead if you think you're strong enough. Nobody's gonna stop you. But let me warn you, it's not gonna be an easy journey, or a short one. Well, the giants are asleep, at least on the surface. But below, what if they wake up when they see Arthur? I doubt they'll be happy. And if the giants weren't enough, there are still the monsters, and other surprises. The legends about this place make it all pretty clear. If I were you, I wouldn't go in there. At least, not until you're sure you have the strength to handle what's hiding inside, or without the blessing of the tribes, as agreed 600 years ago. You'd know that if you remembered our agreements, Arthur. Yes, the funny thing about our king, as you may already know, was that he was pretty sure of himself and his abilities. He knew he could march in there, grab his crown whenever he wanted, so he didn't sweat when he made a deal with our ancestors. He said he'd come back for his royal hat, only if the kingdom was in a dire situation, and if all tribes agreed to let him. Traditionally, this was meant to be done during a moot, an assembly of the tribes, and I'm calling one, so we can help each other out, if you're up for it. Well, I need the chieftains to come here, because we have to agree on a united front if we're going to fight Camelot. And I want to make damn sure that we fight Camelot not as a solitary tribe, like hot-headed One-Eye once, but as a united force. But I'm worried that something might be keeping them from leaving their villages. I'd like you to look into it. They won't. Our tribes aren't exactly known for getting along, and gathering them all in one place at the same time. That's almost a miracle. But now they've left Gunvaldir in its time of need, and they're ashamed. And that's even worse. That's why you have to shame them even more, so that they have no choice but to come here or risk their honor. And if they say they won't come because, then you'll deal with a because, right? After all, you're the king, aren't you? Exactly. There's only one sane course of action, but you do you. I'll be waiting. I'm not going anywhere. As a gunvelder, I've got nowhere to go anyway. So, looks like fate itself decided to push you my way. That has to mean something. But Kedron, that's grim news. He may be blunt as a broken axe, but he's loyal as they come. If he sent a non-Rida in his place, then he knew he was dying, and he chose duty over pride. I won't let that go to waste, and neither will you. Truth is, I'd sent him to do the very same task I've just laid before you. Gather the tribes, call the moot. Now you know how important this is. If you ask me, I got scared. The giant in our village started glowing. Maybe waking up, maybe coming alive. Whatever it is giants do. We were glad, though the other tribes, not so much. They envied us, no doubt about that. And that's probably why they didn't lift a finger to help when Camelot invaded our lands. Us, the Dalrida, we have changed. We're a shadow of our ancestors. But we were not the first to raise our weapons. Well, you see, the giants for us are a bit like gods. We call them our protectors. It's a tradition dating back to the battles of the Age of Legends. The Dalrita befriended the giants long before Arthur ever did. There was peace between us, even when we stood on opposite sides of the war. We honor them because we believe that when they awaken, they will repay our care with their protection. It's good to have allies like them. What can I tell you? We're gone. Only a few of us are left, scattered across all of Avalon. I'm still here, and so is One Eye. He's convinced he can take Camelot with a handful of hot-headed youngsters. Foolish dreams, suicide, call it what you like. We were brave, proud, and deeply connected to nature. Each of us bonded our soul to an animal, sharing strength between us. I won't tell you more than that. I don't want to. I can't. All of this is still too fresh for me, too raw. King Arthur! His presence clings to you like a shadow, unmistakable to those who still remember him. Your words, your actions, they carry the weight of him. The way you stand, even your damn stubbornness. Arthur always left his mark on those he touched. The Gunvelder haven't forgotten. Betrayed by Camelot or not, our blood still remembers the old king. But don't mistake my recognition for trust. If Arthur truly walks with you, prove it. Show me his legacy still lives and breathes. As of now, 4. The Volker, the Svein, the Ufra, and the Toid. Each one with its role, each one with its problems. The Volker were our berserkers, Mather's chosen warriors, unstoppable in battle. But Mather abandoned them, or so they believe. Now their rage is dulled, and they're slipping into despair. If we don't reignite their spirit, we risk losing them entirely. The Svein are hunters and guardians of something ancient, what they call a god. Forest devilry, if you ask me. dangerous enough for us to keep our distance. The Ofra are warriors, the best of us. Or they were. They've gone silent. No word from their chieftain, no sign of life near the haunted keep. I fear what might have befallen him. Mages, clever but strange. Their power is real, but their methods, unsettling. They see the world differently. Useful in a fight, but don't expect to understand them. Still, strength is strength, even if it's wrapped in riddles and sparkles. Each tribe carries a part of our legacy. If we are to stand together again, we'll need them all, even the ones who've lost their way. An eye for an eye. There's no other way. Does that surprise you? I was the one who honored the old treaties Camelot violated. I was the one who tried to convince One Eye not to throw people into guerrilla warfare, but to organize a proper military campaign instead. But for that, I'd need united tribes. And getting us all to work together on our own turf, that's proven to be exceptionally difficult. Yes? Who have you managed to convince?
Try again when you have something worth showing. Seal looks real enough. Fine. Go on in. But don't cause trouble. We don't take kindly to outsiders sticking their noses where they shouldn't.
Hey, you! Gaffon sent you, didn't he? To summon us for the moot. Just because we live up in the mountains doesn't mean we don't know what's happening in the wider world. Well, that works out perfectly. My father's been looking for someone for outside the tribes to help him with something. That's all I know. He didn't tell me much, but he sounded really serious. He told me to bring the first person I came across. His name is Strana. Please, go meet him at his forge. You can't miss it.
Egil sent you, did he? I'm Stroner, a blacksmith. What brings you to our village? That kind of order should go straight to Thrigvi, though I doubt he'd be eager to leave his throne. Until a new chieftain is chosen, Thrigvi won't attend the moot. Well, that's good news. You're just the kind of person I've been hoping for, to help with Thrigvi, that is. Thrigvi always dreamed of surpassing mortal strength, of becoming as mighty as the giants. He became obsessed with the lone pillar near our village. The Ulfr might not be known for their writing, but we have our legends. Thrigvi found out the pillar was a place where giants entrusted their souls to the foredwellers, whatever that means. So we had a throne forged into the pillar and sat on it during a weird night. What happened after that changed everything for our tribe. We tried. The moment we declared a new chieftain, Thrigvi appeared out of nowhere and killed the contender with a single blow. Then, like nothing had happened, he returned to his slumber. After that, the Ulfr began worshipping him like a god. Hard to believe, considering our disdain for magic and religion, isn't it? Yet, here we are. Don't be surprised if you hear them singing his praises, or fawn. They're terrified of his power, although none of them will admit it. I wouldn't call it madness. Thrigvi stopped being human. He grew to a monstrous size and gained unimaginable strength. He became something other. After that, human concerns no longer mattered to him. Yet he's still Ulfr, bound by our customs and rules. It might not mean much to an outsider, but trust me, it's a very dangerous situation. The only way to remove an Ulfr chieftain is through an honourable duel, but there's no honour in fighting something like him. Perhaps my mentor, Darvan, knows how to defeat him. He won't tell me. He says he's afraid I'd try to face Thrigvi myself. And honestly, he's probably right. If I knew how to bring him down, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But Darvan thinks if our plans were discovered, I wouldn't live to see another day. He's probably right about that too. My brothers have grown unpredictable. Are you mad? Thrigvi is practically a demigod. No mortal can defeat him. If that's what you've decided, though I still think it's a terrible idea, you have my permission to challenge Thrigvi to a duel. I'll stay close by, just in case you fail.
Greetings, walker in the weirdness. Your presence heralds the end of our vigil. Skuld sees the weirdness flowing through you. He is impressed. He offers his help and counsel. A swirl of colors surrounds your soul. It's a beautiful sight. The Thoid tribe longs to dream Mother's dream. It is our greatest desire, our deepest happiness. Mother told Senja, Skuld's sister, when the one who walks in the weirdness arrives, then your time will come, my children. You will fall into the sleep, and we will be together forever. Everyone aids Senja in her dreaming, except Chieftain Ingvi and your humble servant, Skuld. Because of this, Mother's grace flows upon us all, and Senja's sleep remains strong and true. Yes, walker in the weirdness. Thanks to you, they will fall into true sleep. May Mother's light shine upon the moment of your arrival. Mother is everywhere. You can see her image there, towering over our lands. We long to surrender to her. In her warm embrace, we will find eternal shelter. Skuld is not worthy to reveal Mother's secrets, not even to the walker in the weirdness. If Chieftain Ingvi decides to tell the walker more, then it shall be done.
You are here, walker in the weirdness. Your arrival heralds change. I am Ingvi. May my stature not surprise you. For the Thoid, it is what you bring to the tribe that matters. I bring myself, my skills, and my devotion. I am my tribe's servant. I've heard the voice, but I cannot answer its call. The members of the Thoid tribe are preparing to fall into sleep, and it is my duty to ensure their safety while they do. We sleep to dream the mother's dream. It is sacred to the Thoid. Until now, only Senya has dreamed, and before her, a long line of devoted and sensitive Thoid warriors. Through the dream, we commune with our guardian giant, the one we call Mother. Now Mother wishes for all of us to join her. She promises to protect us from the weirdness. Mother promises that the strength of the Thoid's united dreaming will repel the weirdness and encompass the entire Forlorn Swords. By embracing the dream, the Thoids will protect not only themselves, but all of the Delrida too. The Thoids have long believed the world is heading towards self-destruction, and we are now on the brink of the end times. If there is a way to prevent that, we will do everything in our power to make it so. We are not sure, but we have faith. It has to be enough. We became certain the moment you set foot in our lands. Your arrival was foretold by Mother. She said that when the walker in the weirdness arrives, it will be time to fall into the sleep. Through our dream, we will save ourselves from the end of days. You are the walker in the weirdness. You can do far more than we ever could. We have tried everything. Magic, diplomacy. Some of us even joined One Eye's rebellion. But it wasn't enough. We needed Mother to show us the way. She said that only by joining her dream in another realm can we truly affect the reality we know. The Gunvalder tribe did the same. They worshipped their giant too. We believe King Arthur entrusted us with his crown for a reason. There's always been a special bond between the Delrida and the giants, going back to the Age of Legends. Perhaps he was the only man who could speak to the giants as an equal. But how could we find out now? The king is dead, and he's not coming back. This is our last chance to make a difference. We need to trust Mother. That's not widely known, but we have our own theory. We believe Arthur bound his essence to the crown, which allowed him to communicate with the giants and gain their allegiance. However, you can't bind your essence to another being without mastering the weirdness first. That's why we believe Arthur must have uncovered the secrets of the weirdness, unlocking the mysteries of the Fordwellers long before he forged his allegiance with the giants. I will keep watch until everyone enters the land of the dreaming. Once they fall into sleep, I'll decide whether or not to join them. I may simply become a nameless, tribeless Delrida, That is my honest answer. It's the only one I can give. Words shape reality. You shouldn't use them unless you're certain of the reality you want to create. How do you think you can help us? Can you do more than walk the weirdness? Can you walk through dreams too? If that's the case, I won't stop you from entering. Mother will decide if you're of use to her. But don't you dare harm her, even if you can. If you do, you'll have the entire Thoid tribe against you. That much I'm sure of. As you wish, Walker in the Weirdness. I won't make any decisions about the dreaming until you return with answers. Or the will of the mother.
It gladdens school to see you here, for it means we draw ever closer to Sonder. Behold the dreaming, our true home. Walker in the weirdness. As I greeted you in the waking world, so do I welcome you once more. The world that withers is no home to us. It is a fleeting mirage where nothing holds, nothing remains. There all crumbles, without meaning, without end. But the dreaming is eternal, and it has a purpose. The deepest of all layers, Sonder. When your arrival ended the vigil, the dreaming began. The final phase of our dreaming is Sonder. Sonder is the moment when we shall become one with Mother's dream, forever entwined. Sonder is also a place deep within the lowest layers of the dreaming. There at last we will be safe, far from the world ensnared by the weirdness. Ingvi believes you may unravel the burdens that weigh upon some of the Thoid. Without freeing them from these burdens, they cannot enter Mother's chamber, where each of us must drift into ever deeper dreaming, until at last we reach Sonder. Ingvi's burden is to guard the village of Thoid, to safeguard Mother, and to ensure that all members of the Thoid tribe journey towards Sonder. She awaits the right sign. When it comes, only then will she choose her fate. Life, unfulfilled duties, feelings that tether the soul, keeping it from sinking into the dreaming's embrace. Each of us carries burdens. Once, we of Thoid would end our vigil and return to wakefulness, striving to cast off these burdens through life itself. But your arrival ended the vigil. It began the dreaming, and Thoid may no longer wake, not unless such is Mother's will.
You, don't just stand there. Help me find Veilkin. I know that filthy swine is hiding somewhere around here. We have to find him. They call me Alfhild. I have sworn to watch over Sinja while she dreams Mother's dream. Now you know who I am, so help me find Veilkin. A filthy beast. A mongrel who tried to put his hands where they didn't belong. Oh, how I wish I had cut them off when I had the chance. But he fled. And now he's entered the vigil, and I will not, let him go any further. If he dares try to harm her again, I swear... Senya! I swore to protect her. But I failed. I chased Vilekin from her bedside, then from the tribe. But he still managed to worm his way into the vigil. I need to find him. As long as he's out there, Senya will never be safe. And I will never be able to join her in Sonder. Because I saw him. I tried to give chase, but he's surprisingly good at slipping away in this place. He cannot be allowed into Sonder. There is no place for the likes of him among the dreaming. His very presence would be like poison. Good. I'll wait for you here. Bring me his head so I can finally dream in peace.
Behold, Walker, this is one of Mother's earthly faces. She watches over us now in the dreaming, as she once did in the waking world. I believe Mather watches your path with great intent, as do I.
Have you found him? Have you killed him? Oh, thank Mother. Senya is finally safe, and now I can see her again. Thank you. Wait, who are you exactly? You look like an outsider, yet you entered the dreaming. Walker in the weirdness. You. Oh, thank Mother. That means the vigil will soon end, and we will all be together. And I will see Senya again. I do. I swore to watch over her in her sleep, and it has been an honor, but I miss her presence. I miss the sound of her voice. She's so still when she dreams. I wish she would smile again. Have a good sleep, I guess. Thank you, Walker in the weirdness. Now that wretch is finally gone, I surely will.
Walker in the weirdness. You're here. Finally. You have to listen to me. I need to speak with Yngvi. But ever since the dream began, I can't leave this place. She must hear this before it's too late. That's exactly the problem. Sonder is a trap. No one can go there. Especially not Yngvi. Please, I'm begging you. You have to help us. The Giant Mother, the one we believe to be Mather, wants us to become her children. To surrender ourselves to her care. But why did we ever assume she was Mather? Our mother goddess was a warrior. She gave us the strength to stand against adversity, to unite against those who seek to destroy the Dalriada. And what is this dream, if not turning our backs on our kin? On the other tribes who still fight? Are we to crawl under Mother's skirts while the world burns? Sonder is an escape, and now I see it clearer than ever. If we flee into Sonder instead of standing and fighting, we are no longer Dalriada. There is no honor in this. We are on the verge of losing everything. Our identity as Toid, our very souls. I don't know if it'll be enough, but you have to try. Tell Yngvi that Rune reminds her of the duty of every Dalriada. We stand and fight. We dunny run. The Giant Mother is not Mather. She's nothing but a weak, selfish wretch who would see the Tuid destroyed. I know my plea must sound desperate. If you grant my request, I'll enter Sonder. I'll be thrown into it whether I want it or no. But if that is the only way to save the tribe, then I will do it. I will sacrifice myself for them.
Walker in the weirdness, you return. Welcome. I've heard the voice, but I cannot answer its call. The members of the Thoid tribe are preparing to fall into sleep, and it is my duty to ensure their safety while they do. Ah, Runa. I suppose that means you simply must tell me whatever it is, just because it is his wish. He has told you, I hope, how much he longed to become chieftain. He tried everything to be chosen. One of those attempts nearly cost me my life. But among the Thoid, ambition is one of the gravest sins. That is why I was chosen as chieftain. I was the only one who did not seek it. Very well. I won't ask for details if you'd rather not share them. I trust your judgment, Walker in the weirdness. You have set us on the path of dreaming. Is there anything else you need?
everything is lost. I will never know peace again.
You are the walker in the weirdness. You walk where few dare. I don't feel worthy of asking for your help. I need help. Not for myself, but for those I have failed. My mate Sidara, my friend Bodil, and I went to the Giant's Barrow. We sought knowledge, a sign that we still walked toward Mother's dream. But what we found instead was ruin. Bodil, our companion, did not return. And Sidara, the White's touch took hold of her. She's no longer herself, not truly. Find Bodil. End his suffering. And Sidara, she still sleeps, but her soul cannot rest. They must be freed from this curse. Then, at last, we will have peace. We will join Mother in her sleep. Bodil's earthly vessel might still be in the White's lair. As for Sidara, she sleeps in our hut, beside me. I feel her. So close yet so distant. Please, bring back my loved ones. Free their souls. Then, maybe we can find ourselves again. Join the Mother.
The room. Eithrom.
The weight, it is lifted. Their souls are free, and now there is only one more task to be done. You must send me to her. Wherever Sidara may be, I will follow. And I know we will be closer to Mother then. More than I have ever been. But listen, my body still clings to this world. The flesh resists what the soul has already accepted. When the moment comes, I may fight. Not because I wish to, but because I am still bound to this place. Still outside Sonder. Do not hesitate. Strike true. And when I am gone, let the wind carry my name to Mother. Thank you for understanding. For not making this harder than it must be. Let this be the last battle I ever fight.
Ho ho ho, you're here. Munvarth knew you'd come, even before we headed to the Mother's chamber. They call me Yarnsfer, because that's my name, Yarnsfer. So that's why they call me that. Makes sense, doesn't it? The Mother's chamber, where we'll dream forever. Munvar says great black ships that devour the sky will take us there. I don't know if that's true. He makes things up sometimes. Like that time he told me he brought me a giant's tooth. Turned out to just be a regular old walnut shell. And, of course, I forgot. Damned useless head, and rip it off my shoulders and toss it into the abyss if I could. Yeah, he talks to me a lot, and sometimes he says things that make me really wonder how he even knows them. When I asked him, he just said it's a Raven secret. But funny thing, he only talks when it's just the two of us. If anyone else is around, he clams up like a corpse. You know, that could actually be it. I mean, I never thought of myself as a mystic. I always figured I was just spouting nonsense. But maybe I'm actually speaking in mysticisms. Oh, that would explain why I forget everything. My head is filled with mystical secrets beyond mortal comprehension, and there's no room left for mundane things. His cage. And the cage is back at my house. But not here, on the other side. You know, in the waking world. Because we're in a dream right now, right? Sometimes I mix it up and forget where I even am. It's this stupid head of mine, I swear. If Munvar stays in that cage, he'll starve to death. I left him food, but not enough to last a lifetime. Well, I mean, it'll last a lifetime. Just a short one. You don't have to rub it in. I already feel bad enough. Not only did I leave him, but as long as I carry this worry, I can't go deeper into the dream. You will. I do it myself, but I can't go back anymore. For Toids, dreams are a one-way journey. Both Munvarth and I would be forever grateful. Here, this is the key to his cage. It works like any key. Just stick it in the lock and turn it. I hope I can travel back to the waking world. And please, make sure to apologize to Munvarth for me. Did you manage to free him from the cage? Of course, I'm not rushing you. But it's probably best to do it before my friend starves to death. Hello, it is you. Did you manage to free him from the cage? Thank you. I hope he finds a new home, or at least some other ravens to keep him company. And I can already feel my burden lifting. Now I can join Mother and Senya in their chamber.
You have come, walker in the weirdness. Jarnsfor, Rune, Alfild, Trim. You do not yet grasp the weight you have lifted from their shoulders. No matter how great or small their burden, it still bound them, kept them from journeying towards the deepest layer of the dreaming. But now they may step into Mother's chamber, and you shall be granted this privilege as well. After all, this is why you are here, is it not? Yes, that is why you will enter Mother's chamber, Walker. The choices that must be made shall be made within. No matter the outcome, you have the gratitude of all Thoid. Were it not for you, we could not have embraced the dreaming. We could not have stood before Mother's chamber. You shall see my sister, Senja, and Mother, whose dreams we have shared, and in whose dreams we long to become one. Do not fear. No harm will come to you in the dreaming. I know that you are expected, Walker. Indeed, the time has come.
I have watched your journey, Walker in the Weirdness. I saw how you helped the lost Thoid children face their burdens, the weight that kept them from entering this chamber. For that, you have my gratitude. But I know you have your own purpose. Now tell me what it is. You seek the legacy of the one who brought so much suffering. I do not know if you come to me searching for pain, truth, or hope. But now I understand. You need the support of the tribes to face what slumbers beneath the earth. Tell me, human child, why? Why should I stop waiting for Ingvi and release her from her journey toward Sonder? Her burden is lifted. She has no reason to remain in a world crumbling into ruin. All for the ambitions of one old man. Rebuilding old myths will not undo the inevitable. The past is a graveyard, Walker. If you keep chasing it, if you keep digging up what was buried long ago, you will find yourself in a grave before long.
Enough. There is no reasoning with the giant's stubborn nature. No matter what you say, she'll keep dragging you deeper into the labyrinth of her mind. That is why I ordered the giants to sleep. Unpredictable. They reveled in strange manipulations, willing to wager their own lives in primitive bets and frivolous games. And so, I speak. Whatever this one demands, grant it. That is the order of the king to whom you swore fealty.
I was wondering how long you would stay silent. Letting the human whose body you stole speak for you. You have lasted surprisingly long. I suppose emptiness and oblivion have taught you some humility. Nevertheless, greetings, Arthur. I am glad I have finally dreamt of this moment. The moment I can tell you, face to face, that everything is your fault. Avalon is falling because you existed. Because you continue to exist. This is also the moment I accuse you of murdering my children. And the children of the other giants. Your human king got to know us well. When he ordered the giants to sleep, he knew that our children could not dream. Dreaming is something giants grow into with age. Having no choice but to obey, we left our children behind in the waking world. Alone, defenseless, condemned to the coldness of death. Quiestra, the child I once held in my arms, never dreamed with me. While I built layer upon layer of my dreaming, she was dying. But I had time. Enough time to dream of Sonder. A place and a state where death holds no power. There, I will dream, Quiestra. I will give shelter to the entire Thoid tribe, including Ingvi. I will not abandon any more children to the waking world.
I have made many terrible mistakes during my reign, but I always considered what was best for my people. At least, that was my intention. I wanted to make Avalon our home, free from the plague, free from forces that would seek to oppose us. I thought that my return would restore balance, that I could prevent Avalon's fall.
Your idea of what is good is twisted, human king. As for you, mortal, yes, you need the blessing of the tribes to claim the crown. Those were the terms of the sacred pact, but you will have to manage without the Thoid. They will all come with me into Sonder. I will care for them as if they were my own children. And I will save them from this world's corruption. And what kind of worlds were they, Walker? Were they open to all? Or did they demand a terrible price for the mere chance to exist within them? Whether this is reckless bravado, or blind faith in the King's promises, my stance on Ingavi remains unchanged. Our meeting ends here, Walker. You will have to dream what lies beneath the King's threat, without the blessing of the Thoid tribe. Leave now, and let us dream.
Walker in the weirdness, you return. Welcome. I felt something change. The emptiness I carried until now has begun to lift. Thank you, Walker in the weirdness. Today marks a new era for the Thoid tribe. And although we will no longer be among the Delrida, I believe our sleep will benefit this land. Is there anything you wish to ask, Walker in the Weirdness, before I enter Sonder? I assume it will go on, whether the Thoid attend or not. Tell Gerfan that a voice greater than his has stirred the hearts of the Thoid, and if he thinks of cursing our tribe for disobedience, he is free to do so. No human curse will reach us in Sonder. I regret many things. I regret how little time I had to truly live in the waking world. Because I know that once I enter Sonder, everything will change. I regret never knowing love. I regret never bleeding, never becoming a mother here in this world. But I will not regret entering Sonder. I trust Mother, and I am ready to return to her embrace. We may have misunderstood Senya's words. We believed that by entering Sonder, the weirdness would be repelled from the forlorn swords. But if that's not the case, then impossible. Has Runa been right all along? No, I must not think like that. Mother calls to me. I trust her. Who am I to question her judgment? And the other Delrida? Well, they will have to manage on their own. They never had much respect for us anyway. I, the elder of the Thoid tribe, thank you for your aid, Walker in the Weirdness. We will dream of you. All that once belonged to us is now yours. Use it wisely.
No entry, no exceptions. And you've got the seal. Funny how he only remembers us when he needs something. Fine. Go on then, and speak with our chieftain, Angsver. Just try not to piss him or anyone off. The only other way out of this village is a long drop straight down.
What do you want? Unless you can tell me where my era is, I got nothing to say to you. My woman. She ran off into the forest and left me behind. You're a stranger, so you wouldn't understand what a stain on Dalriada honor it is to lose your woman like this. So now, I just sit here, staring into the bottom of this mug, hoping one day I'll drown in it. That's all there is to my story. Why should I tell you? I don't even talk to my own kin about it, let alone some outsider. Well, since you put it that way, sure, we can talk. Aira. She's a tough one. Toughest of the Volker, no doubt. They even wrote songs about the two of us, standing side by side against hordes of enemies. But after our matron left, and took the recipe for the Berserker potion with her, something changed in Aira. She became obsessed with recreating the formula. I hate to admit it, but I got caught up in it too. I think so. Poor Aira didn't have much talent for alchemy. Her ambition far outpaced her skill. We tested every concoction on ourselves. They always left me weak as a wet rag. But Aira, she got stronger. But her mind, it broke. She became more unpredictable than ever. One day, after another fight, she hit me over the head, hard enough to knock me out cold. When I woke up, she was gone, just like that. Of course, the fiercest in the Volker tribe. Kids used to fight over who'd get one of us as their father for the trial. Those were glorious days. But they're long gone now. Oh, I've tried, over and over. But every time I got close, she'd hide. I know she was there. I could feel her out there. But she wouldn't let me see her. Maybe she knows something I don't. Maybe she's waiting for the right moment to come back. Ay, my poor, wonderful Aira. Start here. I saw traces that she'd been there. That's a network of tunnels most people wouldn't dare to enter. I'm no spelunker. I'd just get lost and starve if I went in. But Aira loved that place. She'd go there whenever the kids or the tribe got on her nerves. I'd give everything I have to bring her back. No matter the madness, anger, or whatever it is that's taken her. She's my Aira.
I think you lost your way. Turn back and be on your way. This is the village of the Sven tribe. Whatever you're looking for, you won't find it here. Listen, I don't know. I just have orders not to let anyone in. So unless you have real business here, go explore other parts of the swords. You should have led with that. Go on then, and keep it brief.
A visitor from outside the tribe, eh? Welcome. I'm Hjarn. If you're after weapons, armor, tools, or simple healing potions, you've come to the right place. Times are hard, so people are cautious, but I've seen plenty in my time, and the Sven tribe has weathered worse and always come out stronger. And I must admit, I'm also somewhat curious about your presence, as it's been a long time since I last traded with someone from outside the Dalrita. Years have passed since one of your kind set foot in the village. As you can see, I've got a wide selection here, so take your time and look around. You smell of change, outsider. Good. Change is what our tribe desperately needs. Some roots reach too deep, grow too vast, and end up ruining everything. Atli, I'm Glearna's apprentice. One day, I'm meant to take her place, if the need ever arises. I have a feeling I'm about to lose everything. My tribe, my past, myself. The Stagfather tainted everything. Even the one thing I hoped would always remind me of where I came from. I am. My father was Sven, and I was given a Sven name. But my mother was Thewd. She brought me here when I was still an infant, told Glearna it was because I deserved to live my life wide awake, whatever that means, and and then she left. Never came back. Yes, it was a tree. When I was 6, Glairna took me to a clearing and gave me a seed. She said my mother brought it from the Thewed lands, so I'd have something to remember where I came from. She helped me plant it, holding my tiny hands. Said it would grow with me. It got twisted. It's all wrong now. I wanted to fix it, but I can't even get close. It keeps bearing monsters, and I'm no warrior, only Glairna's apprentice. I'm afraid those things will come here one day, and this village can't take any more losses. Really? You would? Here, I created a sigil, but it has to be written in blood on the bark. It should stop the corruption, and maybe I can still heal it. Thank you. This means the world to me. Yes? Ah, of course. I should get back to my work. Be safe out there. I was just listening to the wind. It doesn't speak kindly today. Yes? Oh, thank you so much. I don't know if our tribe will stay here, but even if we don't, there will still be my mark on this place. Proof that I existed, that I wasn't just a dream. This is for you. I know it's not enough, not for what you've done for me. I can only promise I will not forget your kindness. The wind's picking up. You should go before the mist rolls in.